Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. Within this weekly reading, we will be paying attention to all of the Virgo energy that's around us at the minute. So we are still in Virgo season as the sun is in Virgo. We've got a new moon, or we've had a new moon on Friday the 15th of September. That was at 2:39 a.m. British Summer Time. And we also have Mercury going direct in Virgo today, but that will be later on in the evening. So with all of this Virgo energy around us at present, we might be looking at what's not working in our lives and what we can learn from it. We could be looking at making things more efficient, looking at new strategies, new solutions, new choices. We may be looking at our relationship with our resources, our security in our day-to-day lives, and also where we give, so where we are of service and where we support others. So the books you can see in front of you are from the Oracle decks that I'm going to be using today. We're going to start off with some tarot cards to get a main theme for you, and that main theme, it may be new intentions that you will want to set with the new moon, or it may just show us what's not working in your life at present. So let's see what the main theme is for Scorpio first of all. So what's the main theme that we need to know for you for this week, Scorpio? And the week is 7 days from the time that the video is posted. Okay, you've got the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. So it looks like you might be going off on a journey or a new direction, choosing a new path potentially. Just put that like that. Let's get your energy within this. We have the 5 of Swords and we have the World. So yeah, definitely looks like you're going off on a new journey or a new path. Let's get any external energies to you as well. 10 of Cups. And any advice for you, Scorpio. I feel like that was the Death card, was it? Yep, that's your card. Death card and 2 of Swords. You may be deciding what has to end. So first off, before I even get the oracle cards out, I would say that what's not working for you, well, we'll find out more in more detail, but whatever it is, I would say that you are definitely choosing to move away from that. It could be location, to be honest, because you've got the World here, which can be a card of travel. 3 of Wands can be a card of travel. 8 of Cups, I mean, it's going off to somewhere new, so that's a strong possibility. Let's get you an Angels and Ancestors Oracle card as well. You have Trust in the Unknown. Father Sky, Trust in the Unknown. On the bottom of the deck you have Direction Guardian, Choose Your Path. So that actually does make sense. And we'll get you a Sacred Destiny card as well. You get Illumination. I feel like you might be leaving. Well, there are strong suggestions of leaving here. Leaving a place, leaving a person, leaving a bunch of people behind, leaving something behind. Let's get your clarifiers and see what's going on here. So we'll start off with the 8 of Cups and 3 of Wands, which was your main theme. It might be, I think the main theme for you, I think you've probably already identified what's not working, and this is more about intentions. I often see the 3 of Wands as like a manifestation type energy. You want your ships to come in, and then with the 8 of Cups, you're walking away from the 8 cups that aren't working because you're not happy, you're dissatisfied, you're going off into the unknown to look for that 9th cup, aren't you? So I think this is more about intentions. I mean, 8 of Cups, it's not, I mean, the 9 of Cups would be about wishes, but for some reason, this 8 of Cups almost feels like a wishes or intentions card within this reading. So let's just check the deck is upright. Why is the Eight of Cups here with the Three of Wands for Scorpio? What is this main theme for Scorpio for the week? Right, I was about to say before I even saw that Two of Swords, something about trusting how you feel. I would say that you probably feel that something isn't working, and it's just, you probably trust your feelings and your instincts with that. You may not have told anyone. I always feel with this particular card, the wolf to me is her, like her instincts in the background. And the Two Swords behind her, it's like she knows she has a choice to make, but she's keeping it to herself. You may be making a decision to move on from something or go away or whatever, and you haven't told anyone, you're keeping it secret. Can also be hiding two truths, but it feels, at present, it feels more like you know that you're making a decision, but you may be keeping it to yourself. So let's see what else comes out for you. What was that? Queen of Pentacles. I'm not going to take it, but it kind of wanted to flip in my hand, so we'll see. I mean, you've got Two of Swords twice. Anything else for Scorpio? So that's usually my like planting a new seed card. Sometimes for me it can be that you only have a little bit, and that's a possibility. Maybe the decision you're making to go off on a new journey or whatever, maybe you only have a little bit to give or a little bit to take with you, a little bit to plant a new seed, and that may be impacting your decision. You're sort of thinking, do I have enough to do this? Or it could overall just be choosing to plant a new seed, or what you want that new seed to be. What do you want to invest in? What do you want to grow? Eight of Wands again. Why are we blurry? Another card of moving on. I'd say there's definitely a choice here to move away from something or move on from something. Anything else? Two of Cups. Yeah, you want to move towards something that matches you, your energy, your cup, the way you feel more. It's not specific, to be honest. It could, with that Two of Cups, potentially be a relationship. There's not that much relating to a relationship here. It could be, though. I'm just looking to see if the Eight of Wands feels like communication, but it feels a lot more like movement within this reading. It feels like movement. So yeah, from the main theme, all I can say is that I think you are probably, the main theme for you, it's about setting the intention of what it is that you want to now begin to grow, that you want to start to put time and energy into, and what you want to move away from. It's setting those intentions. I would say the focus is more on what do you want to set the intentions for. It's like you already know that you're moving on. It's just, what do you want to do now? Where do you want to go now? And that's probably why illumination is there. It's probably that's what's needed, is illumination to make a proper decision, or a decision that you feel comfortable with. And you've got trust in the unknown. I always see the Eight of Cups as someone going off into the unknown. So there's probably a little bit of uncertainty about the specifics, but it feels like you've already kind of made a decision, to be honest, that you're going. So you've got Five of Swords and the World. Let's clarify. Wheel of Fortune, that's change, new cycles. I mean, you've already got a new cycle with the World, another opportunity for a new cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune. And this is your energy here. We've got Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles has come up a lot in the readings for the week. About there was a main new moon reading message that I did, and there was a big focus on taking steps, the small steps that you have to take to make change. The Knight of Pentacles, I've said it a million times now, that they always someone for me that's diligent, they're committed, they're willing to take things step by step. Page of Swords can be a card of, yes, it can be new truths, it can also be investigation as well. So you may be investigating what steps to take possibly. Anything else for that? I'm trying to think what that Five of Swords is. Just bear with me, right? Okay, so you may have a new truth as well. Maybe there's a truth that you need to speak in order to move, to get this thing going, whatever it is. that Five of Swords is probably an energy that you're moving away from. It could potentially be, I've said this probably in last week's videos about being selfish as a necessity. Talking about the Five of Swords that's under here, where sometimes you have to be selfish, not just to be an arsehole, but because potentially like situations where you're taken advantage of, where you're always downtrodden or whatever, and it gets to a point where you have to be like, right, I need to focus on myself, do what I have to do and put my needs first, and that's being selfish for necessity. But so it could be that, or as I say, it could be, this could be an energy that you're moving away from. And if it is one that you're moving away from, I'd say it's an energy of potentially someone that's controlling, manipulative, that kind of keeps you down in a way. So let's put that back under here and continue, see what else we get here. So we had, that was there, wasn't it? Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, sorry. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords as well. Yeah, there may be communication involved. This Knight of Swords, it may be that you need to, if that Five of Swords is another person, it may be that you need to tell them some home truths, if that makes any sense. You've got Death again. I'm not going to take it, but it wanted to kind of come out. Anything else that Scorpio needs to know? So this is, I said it was your energy, didn't I? Ace of Wands. So when it comes up in reverse, when a card like this of opportunity comes up in reverse to me, it just speaks to me of delays, or that's something that you've thought about something, or you want something to happen but it's not quite there yet. Maybe the point is that you are needing to communicate for this to come to fruition, or to begin, because it's like a new chapter, isn't it, with the I mean, it's the drive and the passion to do something, the desire, the inspiration to do something, but it's like the start of a new chapter. Let's get one more after that, just to see if anything else comes out that's helpful. Right, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you may need to express or say something about how you're feeling, or what you desire, what you want, to whoever. There's probably a relevant person here, and then that will get things, that may kickstart things. You may have to let someone down in the process of this, but then that's that Five of Swords. If that Five of Swords is your energy, it's, again, it may be being selfish as a necessity. I'm just trying to think of examples, because there's nothing stands out as a specific here. Like, you know, sometimes it'll stand out as work, or it will stand out as a relationship, or something, just something specific, but there's nothing here giving me like a specific indication of what. Well, okay, Ten of Cups, that couldn't be about family life, a home, family. You did get that Two of Cups. I mean, the only example I can think of with the cards that are here is if, this is not a nice one actually, but this is what's coming to mind, is if you wanted to separate from a partner or a spouse. That's the one thing that's coming to mind. Actually, another thing that's coming to mind is, say if you are an adult who lives with the family, Queen of Cups can be a mother, can't it? Someone that lives with your family, you're an adult, but you're ready to go off on your own into the world. It may be doing that. It may be that you're planning how to do that. Maybe you want to move to another country away from your family. That's a thought, because Ten of Cups it's shared happiness. It's so it feels like family life. It's often a family portrayed here. Yeah, so your energy is one where you're ready to move on, and it looks like you may need to communicate something with someone to get this thing going. So let's look at the Ten of Cups, which is the external energy. So it's either another person, other people, or an energy around you. This potentially is someone else. It is potentially someone else, but let's get more before I jump to conclusions on it. Ace of Swords, yeah. It's almost making me think of conflict within a family environment, possibly. It may not be that, it just may be some sort of conflict around what makes you happy. And I'd say it's a situation that has probably been ongoing. Maybe it was something you were happy with at one point, but you want things to change, or it's just the energy. The Ten of Cups is the energy that you want to move towards, and get away from whatever conflict is here. This is like a light bulb moment. It feels like a light bulb moment. That would be the illumination. Maybe it's a situation that's been going on for a long time, whatever it is you want to get away from, the conflict, because you've got Five of Wands here, Five of Swords there, and you've kind of had like a light bulb moment, and it's like, this isn't right. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. But yeah, the Six of Cups indicates it's something from the past or that's been going on for quite a while. Anything else? I think she was in reverse in the deck by accident, so I'm going to take her upright. Anything else? Well, yeah, okay. I was going to say the Empress for me in a few of these readings this week, she's come up to me as independence, where you are able to be happy, abundant, etc., but by yourself. Not saying that you're shutting everybody out, but it's about achieving that and maintaining it and enjoying it without having anyone else interfere or relying on anyone else to, what's the word, like hold you up. But this devil energy is something that's restrictive. So again, if it was a family, whether it's like spouse, family, or relatives, there's something where there's something restrictive and conflicting about it, where you've just thought, I don't want this anymore, and you actually want the Ten of Cups. I will get one more for that, but yeah, the Empress really feels like independence for some reason in the readings this week. High Priestess, that's the classic intuition, isn't it? Listening to your intuition, and I think I would say you probably have listened to your intuition and you know. I will get one more after that just to complicate things. Yeah, I would say this is something that you have thought about for a while and your intuition is telling you what's not right. Yes, it could also be saying that you are a bit confused, not sure what to do, and that you need to listen to your intuition. But it does feel more like you just know, things are not right. I mean, you've got two cards of knowing with the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess. You know that there's something more fulfilling out there for you. That's what the kind of feeling that I'm getting from those cards. And again, as I say, family is about the only thing that's coming up that feels very specific here, or could potentially be very specific. But all in all, it's just about your happiness, your satisfaction, your fulfillment. So Two of Swords and Death is your advice. I would say that you need to make a decision on ending something, or there's something that needs to come to an end. Just one moment, let's see what that is. It's Judgment, and I can't actually tell if it's in reverse or not. I mean, being in reverse, being in reverse, Judgment in reverse to me is upright. It can be potentially second chances, it can be decisions. So this could either be, as I've said, it's something that's probably gone on for quite a while. This may be the point where you've given multiple second chances. I mean, I know it's not a second chance if you've given chances multiple times, but it may be that thing where you're like, right, no more second chances. It has to end now. Enough is enough. Maybe that's the decision you're making. Maybe you are deciding, do I give it another go? Or maybe you've already made your mind up. In reverse as well, because Judgment can be about review and decisions. It's that you haven't made a final decision yet. Let's see what else comes out for you. Something's burdensome. So I think I really feel like you're already aware. You may not have finalised your plans or your decisions, but it feels like you're aware that this has gone to shit, whatever it is. Do I want to take those? I feel like they're right. They didn't really come out properly, but I feel like they're right. Hermit, that's where you go off on your own path. You have your inner knowing. And it's like with this Ace of Cups, you need to discover your own fulfillment. Anything else? Eight of Cups again, yeah. You want to go off and find your ninth cup, your own fulfillment. So what is your advice? It's just to make a final decision, and the decision seems to be that it needs to end. Is there anything else in terms of this decision that needs to be made that Scorpio needs to know that will be helpful? Because Five of Swords again, it's just saying that something, I mean, again, it could be the selfishness of selfish through necessity. Maybe that's the decision, is that you want to leave something behind, you want to go away, you want to move on, but you feel like you're being selfish by doing it. I will get one more. Seven of Swords. I would say that's where it kind of feels like you live in a lie. Maybe you feel like sneaking away. Let's get one more. The Lovers. Yeah, it's like you want to sneak off to towards something that you love, potentially. One more. I'm just trying to get cards out. What was that? Four of Pentacles. You might be holding on to something, or someone might be holding on to you. I'm just trying to get cards that will give you actual practical, useful advice, as opposed to just telling you what's happening. Let's see. Death. It's just death again. So the only advice that I can see here is just that you've just got to let it end. You've got to end it. If it's you that has to put it to an end, you're going to have to do that. I mean, obviously be safe depending on your circumstances. I don't know what this is, but be safe about whatever it is you're doing. Could be that somebody's lied to you here. The Seven of Swords, for me, I don't jump to the first conclusion is not always that somebody's lying to someone else for me. For me, Seven of Swords, usually my first assumption is that it's about taking a risk, or that it could be about you not being honest with yourself. It can, but yes, it can be that someone's lied to you. I mean, next to that Five of Swords, there is a possibility that somebody's lied to you as well. But it does feel more like your energy of needing to be selfish by necessity, and needing to just sort of go off and take a risk and do what it is that you love, or go towards what it is that you love. But yeah, as I say, the only advice, because death has come up twice, Eight of Cups has come up twice, a lot of them are repeats actually, is to make the decision, stand by it, and do it, end it, whatever it is, end it. Again, use your own discernment. You know what's safe for you, hopefully you know what's best for you, but this is what the cards are saying, that you need to end something. And obviously you need to consider the the consequences as well. Obviously you in your individual circumstances, you'll know what the consequences are if it's the best decision for you, but just based on the cards, it's saying that things need to end one way or another. So I will get you a final card of advice from the Oracle of the Unicorns. See if that can give you any other useful advice, or say anything that's helpful to you. And I've had so much trouble shuffling these cards with this batch of weekly readings. They just keep taking the candle out and flying across the room and flying off the table. I mean, I don't have the biggest table, so that's probably part of the issue. And plus it's the way that tripod is set up. The way the tripod is set up as well doesn't really help, but I'm all right with it. I don't mind. Okay, I don't know if these cards are going to be of any help to you. You have balance, take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. That death could be a boundary. That's a possibility, and I don't know what that means for you. I'm sure it'll make sense to you one way or another, hopefully, but yeah, it might be a boundary. That might be what the death card is about. And sometimes a boundary can be where you literally have to cut ties with people or situations to be able to relax. Right, you've got past lives. This came up for someone else. It says, past lives, release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. So there is the potential. You got the Six of Cups. You got the Wheel of Fortune. And the World. There is a possibility that you may be ending a karmic contract, whether it's with a person or a situation. Also, when past lives came up previously, to me, it just says like old old habits, old patterns. Like say, for example, if you are someone who, if you just do something the same way every time, or end up in the same situations all of the time, and it's like, no, you finally have to, that this cycle that keeps on repeating itself. Like say if you always end up in the same situations in a relationship where you always end up with someone who takes advantage of you, or you always end up in jobs that you never progress in the job or something to that effect. It's like, how do you end that cycle? What do you need to do differently to end that particular cycle so that you don't keep on repeating it over and over again? But that's I think that's it. There's nothing more to say now. So thank you for watching the video. Feel free to leave your comments, and until the next video, take care.